Leech.
This is a leech, and yeah, it's tiny and kinda gross, but believe it or not, it might just save your life. These little parasites will latch onto any creature, drain their health, and then crawl off once they'd had enough. But here's where it gets crazy. If you're brave enough, you can bottle them up and brew a potion of leeching. This potion has the effect of stopping the healing effect. Or, if you really want to go wild, you can make splash potions to make the enemy unable to heal, so you can defeat your opponent easily. It's insanely useful, even if it's a little gruesome.
Basalt crab.
Now you've probably never seen this biome before. And honestly, that's a good thing, because it's overflowing with acid pools and toxic radiation everywhere. But somehow, these curious basalt crabs are just vibing down here like it's no big deal. Why? Well, their shells are so thick that the toxins can't touch them. And that's basically confirmed the second you defeat one. Because when they drop their crab shell fragments, you can use those to craft a full set of crab armor. And with it, you'll be completely protected from any toxin this biome throws at you.
Brog.
In the biohazardous Delta biome, you'll run into these mutant green monsters called the Brog. And trust me, this thing is terrifying. It's basically what happens when a blaze chugs too much radioactive soup. Covered in heavy protective shields, it floats menacingly, spewing out radiation nonstop. And here's the catch. You've got to smash through its barriers first, before it's even vulnerable. Only then can you finally take it down, and if you do, you'll be rewarded with Brog rods. These let you craft powerful charges that harness the Brog's same toxic abilities. Basically, poison on steroids.
Shiny beetle.
The next time you're about to tame a wolf, stop, because you should tame this shiny beetle instead. These glow bugs are obsessed with honeycomb, and if you feed them some, they'll defend you like crazy. Why? Because they're basically a living hive. They'll constantly summon drone beetles straight out of themselves to back you up in battle. And don't be fooled, they're way tougher than they look. But here's where it gets insane. If you actually manage to beat one in the wild, you can craft the bug sword from its drops. This weapon lets you summon an army of drone allies, just like the beetle itself. I'm telling you, there are bugs everywhere.
Creedier.
These are Creator, tiny star mobs that don't mess around. The second they spot a player, they'll roll straight at you and then explode just like a creeper. But here's the twist. When they blow up, they don't actually die. Instead, they split into a whole swarm of smaller fragments that hit just as hard. If you manage to take them down though, you'll be rewarded with Creator Hide, which can be used to craft awesome new rockets. And on top of that, you can spore some raw ether scent, which can be turned into a powerful set of armor. So yeah, they're terrifying, but the loot makes it totally worth the risk.
Hoatzin.
Now this is called a Hoatzin. And while Minecraft's parrots were busy learning how to mimic other mobs, these birds were busy getting absolutely filthy. It's like they haven't showered in forever. This mob gives off a stench so powerful and disgusting that anything nearby will immediately back off in total disgust. But here's the crazy part. If you're bold enough to collect its feathers, you can actually brew up a potion of stink. And when you drink it, you'll become just as repulsive as the bird itself. Yeah, this one's really bad.
Indigo Scyphozoa.
This is a nether jellyfish, and running into one might literally save your life. They just float peacefully through the nether skies, but players hunt them down for their glowing jelly. And honestly, I feel a little bad about it. But here's the twist. This jelly isn't just food with a glowing effect. If you craft it into a jelly balloon, you can click it while falling to completely stop fall damage. Woohoo! Totally not terrifying at all. Normally, you only get 3 uses out of it, but if you slap Unbreaking on there, it'll last way longer and keep bailing you out of those "oops, I fell in the nether" moments.
Boomer Zombie.
Huh, hey, maybe that guy knows where we can farm some XP. Wait, what? Are you a creeper? A zombie? Nope, this is the Boomer, a totally twisted combo of the two. This mob is insanely strong, and here's the crazy part. It won't explode right away. You've got to chip away enough damage first, and then, boom, the whole place becomes a radiation zone, and anything that steps in is never stepping back out. Its toxic aura alone is enough to make even the toughest players think twice. Basically, it's the nightmare child of a creeper and a zombie.
Pupset.
Deep inside this creepy new forest biome, you'll run into the echo bugs, tiny little critters scurrying around, flashing their glowing tails to talk to each other. But here's the thing, they're also basically snack food for these guys, the Pupsets. These feral hunters roll in massive packs, overwhelming anything unlucky enough to cross them. But here's the twist. If you've got the guts and some echo bug tails, you can actually tame these beasts. They'll fight just like wolves, but with one terrifying bonus. They can scream for reinforcements. Well, looks like I just adopted a whole army of screaming pups.
Inca Warrior.
You know, I used to think villagers knew everything about farming, but then I met these guys. At first, I figured they were just some distant relatives of the villagers. But nope, these Inca warriors are way more hostile than they look, especially if you accidentally hit one. But here's the trick, take the friendly approach instead, because if you do, you'll get access to their many chests. And inside, you can snag the legendary Zamponia. This thing is insane. Play it, and you can literally wave hunger goodbye, because its melody is so beautiful that nearby crops will instantly grow big and strong. Yeah, who needs bone meal when you've got magical farming music? And that was 5 new mobs that Mojang needs to add to Minecraft. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!